Okay, hey everybody. Jessie back here. No, it's been a while since my last video. I've been busy. But I'm here. I've been able to do some beadwork despite the busy schedule, and just doing some edging today. So I thought I would throw up the camera and show you guys what I've been working on. So just using my, as always, I use Nymo. Oh, here we go. White, it's 00. That's my preferred thread for when I'm doing edging because it's the thinnest, and when you have to go back through your beadwork to weave in the ends, I need to be able to use like the thinnest needle and the thinnest thread to make sure that there's space and I don't bust any beads, because that's the worst, is when you have a piece that's almost finished and you're weaving in those ends and trying to force the needle through, and then a bead breaks, and then it's a whole ordeal to have to go back and replace that bead in a suitable manner. So so that's why I use 00 for edging. So just gonna thread my needle here. And so I start at the front, and I'll put the loop you see at the top. So I start a little off to the edge, and that way I can weave, when I come back around, I can weave it in and don't immediately have to make that loop. But so you pull it through, leave a bit of a tail, and then just make that first knot, and then they call this like a surgeon's knot, where you go around twice. And I do 2 surgeon's knots. Then you're going to take the tail, and I use a thin beading needle. I think this is a size 12, possibly a 13, 12. And I come back right here, and I come in under the second row from the outside, and then I'm just gonna leave it in for a little while. I know I've gotten quite a few new followers in the past few weeks, so I want to say welcome to everybody. Thank you for subscribing. That's really, it means the world to me. Subscribing is like the most helpful thing you can do for a YouTube channel. That number is so important when it comes to your abilities and the things that you can do and the audience you reach. And so thank you so much and welcome. I hope you find something useful in my channel. So I've got that there. Then I'm going to use my thread zap to remove the excess thread. So, I always put the cap back on. Never, don't want to burn anything. Safety first, then teamwork. It's one of my favorite lines from Pineapple Express. So, yeah, I love these centers. They're from beadededgesupply.com. It's a native-owned, indigenous supply company. I think they're out of San Carlos, Arizona. So you should check them out if you're looking for supplies. So I'm just going to do a Picot Edge, and you start that by picking up one of your center beads, or one of your fire polish, one of your, these are size 11 seed beads, and then another fire polish. And you come in here. Then you come up through the bottom of the last bead that you put on. Sorry. And then to pick it back up, you do a seed bead when you're fire polished. And it's usually about a bead's width. So hopefully you can see this. It's a little darker in here than usual. The weather's changed. It's really foggy and overcast today. And so I'm by a window, but it's not offering me much light. And I've got all my other lights here turned up all the way, as bright as they'll go, but hopefully it's enough to see. So just keep doing this all the way around. And I'm sure if you've watched my videos before, you've seen me do this. So sorry to be boring. It's just how I edge most of my pieces. It's easy and it's fast, and it gives it like a nice kind of a dramatic look. I like it. It's kind of like a halo effect around the piece. So it almost sounds like it's been raining outside when the cars drive by, but I think it's just like fog, damp. I don't know. We've had fog advisories for the past 2 days here, at least. I hate driving in fog. Oh my gosh. What about you guys? What kind of weather do you hate to drive in? I don't know. I've only ever driven in snow like once. It was like it just started to snow while I was driving, so I just like powered through, but I hate fog. But it also kind of sucks because it's overcast, so like I have completed earrings, like I have one pair and I'll have this pair. But if I want to go take photos so I can list them on Etsy, I'm not going to be able to take any in full sun. So that's kind of a bummer. And I've got quite a few pieces to finish because I've been trying to bulk up my inventory for the holiday season. I've got earrings, and I've got one necklace in stock. Need to make a couple more. Then I've got bookmarks, and so maybe I'll do a video showing those, which I think make really good gifts, like for people that don't wear jewelry or any sort of beadwork. Like if you don't wear barrettes or earrings, but you still like beadwork, like a bookmark is a nice gift and a way to incorporate it, like into your life, like without having to wear something. So that's what these on the side here, those are going to be, trim the excess and edge them and put them on like a jump ring and hang them off the end of a metal bookmark. And they actually look kind of cool. So I'll definitely film some of those. Oh, I'm out of my edging beads here. Let's take the rest of those off. Oh, sorry. I kind of get in a groove and I forget that I'm filming, and I forget to stay in frame. Sorry. Normally when I'm beading, I hold the pieces like closer to my eyes, so I can see better. But can't do that when I'm filming. Sorry. Just kind of in the groove. Okay, almost done. Picot is kind of the quickest edge to do. And there's different ways you can do it. You could like alternate or like switch up your seed beads and your fire polish beads and have the fire polish be the middle one, just for a different look sometimes. Or you can do more of the seed beads like on that bridge here, you know, between the two. You could put more seed beads there and make like a scalloped kind of an edge. Maybe I'll try that and make another video. So like with most of the things that I make and post on here, they'll be available in my Etsy shop, which is, my shop name is Choctaw Clover, CHOCTAWCLOVER, and it's one word on there. And because some people have been saying like, oh, if you type it into the search bar, like it doesn't pop up, like you can't find it. But when you're typing it into the search bar, generally like a thing will pop up and says, do you want to find a shop with this name? And then you click on that. But there's always links to my shop, I think in my YouTube descriptions or the about section, and also on my Instagram. That's kind of the main place where I am when it comes to like social media is Instagram, and it's choctaw.clover. So @ CHOCTAW.CLOVER. And you can find links to my shop and to this YouTube channel, and from there. And so once I have, I might just take pictures of these on this overcast day. I'm not sure. We'll see how long the light holds out. It's mid-November, so it gets dark, sunsets at like 4:53, 4:50. It's kind of ridiculous. And so you see, coming back to this, I've got all the edging done around, and I'm just gonna go back through, kind of weaving the ends until I get to the point here, and then I'll make a loop to hang my to put my earring piece on. See, I'll check the front, so it's probably going to be the loop will be between these two. Slipped out of my hands there. It happens. So that's kind of as close to center as you're going to get, here to here. So I'm going to go back into that one. And I think I put 8 on there. And then I run my needle and thread through these beads a couple of times just to reinforce them. That's where they hang from the loop on the earring hook here. And so just to like reinforce that area, you're going to want to kind of double, triple up on the thread just at this one point. Sorry. So then I come back up through here, and I'm going to go through that one, moving to the right. And just going through a couple just to kind of anchor the thread. Gonna come down that one, go back, and I come through there, and then this is where I'm going to take my sharp, my short needle off, trim this thread past the point of where it's been worn, pick up my beading needle again. And then nothing is more nerve-wracking than trying to thread your needle on camera. Trust me. So I've got it, and I come down through this next one, and then I'm going to go through these beads here and just take it all the way around this outer edge of beads to just weave it through and finish it off. Just remember, you're just finishing off your pieces like this with tension. Like there's no knot at the end of your thread. And so you're just weaving the thread back into the beads so it's taut and it stays in place. And I know that kind of weirds some people out, like, oh, it can't possibly last, it's got to come undone. I've never had a pair of earrings come undone, and this is how they're all finished. So, trust me. Came off there, so I'm just going to end it there. It's gone around and then some. Again with the thread zap. And use a pair of gold plated, like satin Hamilton gold hooks here, and that would be backwards, so flip it around. Try to get it in the middle there with 4 beads on either side. And there you go. So these are done. This shimmery light changing center vitriol, I think is, I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's what the color was listed as for the centers. And then I just tried to like pick out beads that kind of match those. So yeah, these will be available in my Etsy shop soon, as will these bears. And these are backed with white leather and kidney hooks. So yeah, and then I'll be working on these pieces next. And these will be the dangly bits on a bookmark. So thank you for watching. Hopefully this wasn't too long. If you're subscribed, thank you so much. If not, you know, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and hit the like, comment, you know, share, and just thank you so much for hanging in there and for watching my videos again. Hopefully I'll have them out with more regularity soon. So, okay, thanks guys. Bye.